okay.
I know how difficult this must have been for you.
Oh, really? You don't know the half of it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Seinfeld couldn't keep a straight face.
You're a comedian. You make people laugh.
I try.
You think this is all a big joke, don't you?
No, I don't.
For this list, we're looking at scenes from the sitcom when Jerry's questionable acting abilities led to an unwanted smile, or at moments that were just too hilarious for the comedian to keep from cracking up. Which Seinfeld moments had you laughing like a hyena from Myanmar? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, proposing to Elaine. Jerry was never really in touch with his emotions, and we liked him that way. But when one of his girlfriends encourages him to openly manifest his inner frustrations, Jerry taps into all of his hidden feelings.
Ever tell you how much I love you?
What?
I love you, George.
This includes proclamations of love for George and a marriage proposal for Elaine. Granted, Seinfeld probably never signed up for any big dramatic moments at the show's inception, and he does keep it together for a few doe-eyed moments.
Looking everywhere for some kind of meaning.
I'm in such a fruit mood. Banana.
When all the while, the real secret to happiness has been right here in front of us.
But as he goes to one knee, the smirk is unmistakable. It couldn't have been easy to get this take, especially when George interrupts with typical George antics.
I'm asking Elaine to marry me.
I'll store these over at Kramer's apartment.
Study Seinfeld's face as George makes a clumsy exit, and you can see his struggle to remain the scene's straight man. Number 9, but I don't want to be a pirate.
What's the difference? I agreed to wear it. It's a puffy shirt. I feel ridiculous in it. And I think it's the stupidest shirt I've ever seen, to be perfectly honest with you.
The puffy shirt is such an icon that a miniature version was even sold along with the show's season 5 and 6 limited edition. After a dinner with Kramer's frustratingly quiet girlfriend, Jerry unknowingly agrees to wear the low talker's new fashion design.
I didn't know what she was talking about. I couldn't hear her.
Well, she asked you.
I can't wear this puffy shirt on TV. I mean, look at it. It looks ridiculous.
Well, you gotta wear it now.
When he learns about the accidental contract, Jerry is none too happy. Kramer likens the outfit to that of a certain cool maritime folk, forcing Jerry to retort with the unforgettable plea,
But I don't want to be a pirate.
Speaking the line nearly breaks Seinfeld, as his curling lips betray the character's supposed exasperation. The comedian may not have predicted how famous this line would be, but he clearly knew it was a banger. Number 8, Kramer is hideous. We all know Kramer is a beautiful specimen.
I sense great vulnerability. A man-child crying out for love, an innocent orphan in the postmodern world.
But turning his apartment into a smoking lounge has unfortunate consequences, which Jerry haplessly points out.
Hey, you should come over. Tonight's pipe night.
Open your face. It looks like an old catcher's mitt.
Staring down his reflection in the toaster oven, Kramer is devastated. Michael Richards' performance is undoubtedly hysterical. We dare anyone not to laugh at his flinching, stuttering, and spot-on delivery.
Jerry, my face is my livelihood. Everything I have I owe to this face. It's my allure, my twinkle.
So, Jerry should count himself lucky to have had his back to the camera for most of this moment. However, when they cut back to him, you can see the materializing smile that is determined to get a blooper. Pay particular attention to Seinfeld when Kramer exits, and you'll see that he's just about given up on looking serious. Number 7, odds stacked against him. How long could you hold out? The contest is a brilliant half hour of television that chronicles 4 friends' risque competition described only in euphemisms.
But are you still master of your domain?
I am king of the county. You?
Lord of the manor.
Farcical coincidences test each contender to the max, but a scantily dressed neighbor pushes Jerry to his breaking point. The line that makes Seinfeld crack is a mouthful that's just too funny for him to catch a breath. He monologues about how isolation, a virgin girlfriend, and the eponymous contest are driving him to a breaking point.
I can't take it anymore. She's driving me crazy. I can't sleep. I can't leave the house. And I'm here. I'm climbing the walls. Meanwhile, I'm dating a virgin. I'm in this contest. Something's got to give.
We wonder how many takes were necessary to get this delivery, especially when Kramer's responsive pleas unearth another of Jerry's boyish beams.
Don't do it for my sake. God knows I don't ask you for much. Now, come on, please, Jerry. I'm begging you, please. Come on, please.
Number 6. Dropping the mint.
Well, who's going to turn down a junior mint? It's chocolate, it's peppermint. It's delicious.
That's true.
It's very refreshing.
It's delicious, it's refreshing, it's life-saving? Few Seinfeld fans can forget the dropping of the junior mint. In a time when operating theaters were still a thing, Jerry and Kramer sit in the audience for an unfortunate man's splenectomy. Thanks to Jerry's flailing arms, Kramer's well-intentioned snack offer inadvertently ends up plummeting into the patient's innards.
Take one. I don't want one. No, they're good. I don't want any. Just take one.
No, stop. Kramer, stop it.
Though the reaction shot may have you focused on Kramer, Jerry's bumbling attempt at panicked concern is a treat to behold. Particularly when he mouths, "Did it go in?" you'll really notice Seinfeld almost cracking up. For extra laughs, you can check out the scene prior, when Seinfeld starts to lose it while muttering a dastardly and reportedly improvised sentence.
Come on, you want to go?
All right. Just let me finish my coffee. I'm gonna watch him go slice this fat bastard up.
Number 5. Breaking sign. You might not see this breakdown in the final cut, but it sure delayed production a bit, and the story behind it makes it worthy of this list. A pre-Heisenberg Bryan Cranston was one day preparing for a scene as Seinfeld's dentist, Tim Whatley.
All right, it is cavity time.
An off-screen crew member recommendation prompted Cranston to improvise. During a scene in which Whatley was to administer anesthetic to Jerry, Cranston spontaneously took a hit of the nitrous oxide before moving on. The real-life Whatley shared that he was able to make Seinfeld lose it, resulting in at least 10 different attempts to get a cold-faced take. Even co-creator Larry David acknowledged the idea's hilarity, though the most one can hope for from him is a somber, "That's funny, do that again."
It got to the point where Jerry could not stop laughing, and Larry David was admonishing him, "Jerry, stop laughing, Jerry! Jerry, stop it!"
Number 4. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You know, I hear that all the time.
Hear what?
That I'm gay. People think I'm gay.
Yeah, you know, people ask me that about you, too.
Yeah, because I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
Oh, we love Jerry and his pre-millennium desire to be PC. This infamous episode sees George and Jerry mistaken for a gay couple by a young journalist. In their fruitless attempt to set her straight, they utter the Seinfeldian declaration that would go down in history.
We're not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
I mean, it's fine if that's who you are.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have many gay friends.
My father's gay.
As their desperation elevates, George throws out an indecent proposal as his Hail Mary. It's Jason Alexander's frantic execution that makes Jerry's expression fracture.
Do you want to have sex right now? Do you want to have sex with me right now? Let's go.
Look away from George and to Seinfeld's ear-to-ear grin and you will never be able to unsee it. As the phrase gets repeated throughout the episode, Jerry seems closer and closer to letting out a reflexive laugh. With an inventive trope that's this funny, there's definitely not anything wrong with that. Number 3. The stalled car. Much of Seinfeld's brilliance lies in its ability to pack a lot of somethings into conceptual nothings. Adventures like the Chinese restaurant and the parking garage enact this superbly.
But look at the time. All right, that's it.
All right, did we look over there? Have we checked that side?
We came in over there.
We didn't come in over there.
Where's Kramer?
Oh, look at these cars. They all look exactly alike.
Here, we're invested for a full 30 minutes as our offbeat cadre searches for their misplaced vehicle. Once finally found, the unreliable automobile declines to turn over while the despairing credits roll. This moment was unplanned, as the automobile actually stalled during filming. Though only eagle-eyed viewers will spot it in the TV footage, Seinfeld and his co-stars erupted with laughter. It's one of the most well-known moments in Seinfeld lore, made even better when you know that a bit, a blooper, and a real-life character break all merged at the nexus of comedy.
Unbelievable.
In the episode, you can actually see us laughing hysterically.
You'll see the heads bobbing up and down
because they were laughing so hard.
Number 2, Jerry becomes Kramer. When a blazing red neon sign robs Kramer of sleep, he and Jerry agree to switch apartments. The change-up forces the neighbors into a Freaky Friday situation.
I'm old. I beg your pardon. Oh, I'm like the Crypt Keeper.
They swap personalities, with Kramer manifesting Jerry's refrained sarcasm and Jerry becoming possessed by Kramer's manic effervescence.
I'm on no sleep. No sleep. You don't know what it's like in there. All night long, things are creaking and cracking, and that red light is burning my brain.
You look a little stressed.
Oh, I'm stressed.
The supernatural nightmare becomes most clear during Jerry's first cross-hallway visit. Seinfeld throws his all into the rapid speech, signature hand gestures, and trademarked giddy-up as he impersonates Michael Richards.
$40. Are they sable?
No, but the difference is negligible.
Oh, yeah, I like this idea.
All right, let's give it a shot. Let's go.
Giddy up.
He must be having a great time since he's wearing an ice cream-eating grin the entire time. In hindsight, Seinfeld doesn't even need a straight face to make the joke work. He just genuinely radiates a jubilant display of comedy's purest form of flattery. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Bookman's Interrogation. We miss you, Philip Baker Hall. Jerry Seinfeld always remembered this fateful interrogation by Baker Hall's overzealous library cop, admitting that it took at least 8 takes to get it in the can. Aptly titled Bookman, the investigative police officer grills Jerry over a library checkout that hadn't been returned since 1971. Hall's deadly serious commitment to such a zany premise sells each line with Shakespearean gusto. How could anyone not love him?
Well, that may not mean anything to you, but that means a lot to me. One whole hell of a lot. Sure, go ahead, laugh if you want to. I've seen your type before. Flashy, making the scene, flaunting convention.
The magic of editing can often cover up unintentional laughter, but if you pay attention to the cuts in the scene, it's unlikely that you will find one frame without a Seinfeld smile. When your comedic opposite is that uproarious, we guess this is the best you can do.
This is about that kid's right to read a book without getting his mind warped. Or maybe that turns you on, Seinfeld. Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
Top 10 times Seinfeld couldn't keep a straight face. Always. Never did he keep a straight face. Number 8. Kramer is hideous. Oh yeah, you look like an old catcher's mitt. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.